Don't miss the chance to dive deep into this magical and romantic journey through Paris. Watch the video all the way until the end to experience every surprising turn and powerful moment. Chapter 1: Dreams Among Cobblestones. It was late spring in Paris, and the city glistened under a sky speckled with gold and lavender. I arrived with my heart full of hope and my suitcase heavy with half-written stories no one had yet read. My name is Jack, and I'm a writer. Or at least I desperately want to be. I came to Paris chasing an idea, a spark for a novel that felt just out of reach. My fiancée, Sophia, loved the idea of Paris too, but for reasons very different from mine. She loved the shops by day, the bright cafes and the chatter of people, all while I dreamed of the soft, quiet magic that settles over the city after dark. Our days were filled with sightseeing and visits to museums. But I couldn't shake the feeling that my writing, my truest self, was getting away from me. Each night, as Sophia slipped into sleep, I wandered the winding streets of Paris alone, hoping that inspiration would finally catch up with me. Chapter 2: The Midnight Carriage. One night, after a long walk along the Seine, I ended up in a quiet square far from the tourist crowds. Midnight struck, and, just as the bells chimed, an old-fashioned carriage drawn by two black horses rounded the corner. The coachman tipped his hat, and before I knew it, invited me aboard. Inside, the carriage's velvet seats and golden lanterns made me feel as though I'd stepped into another world. When the door opened again, the city outside looked both familiar and completely transformed. The cafes bustled with men and women dressed in suits and sparkling gowns from 100 years ago. Jazz music floated out of the open windows. The night air hummed with creativity and promise. I realized in disbelief that I hadn't just found a new street, I'd found another time. Chapter 3: A Night with Legends. As I explored, I came across people whose faces felt oddly familiar. A young woman painting at the edge of a cafe introduced herself as Lily, a rising star among artists. Near her, sculptors and poets debated love, beauty, and daring ideas that would soon change the world. I joined their table, shaky at first, but quickly swept up in the thrill of conversation. Lily was unlike anyone I had ever met. She was passionate and curious, with a smile that made the city's lamplight dance. She talked about art as if it were alive, and though she lived in a different time, I felt at home with her. I shared my dream of writing a novel that would last, and she encouraged me to follow my heart, not someone else's path. Over the next few nights, I returned to the carriage and the magical city each time the clock struck 12. I met dancers, writers, musicians, and scientists, each pushing me closer to my own voice. But it was Lily who inspired me the most. Chapter 4: The Choice. Every day, living two lives became harder. In the sunlight, I walked with Sophia, pretending everything was normal, but my heart was somewhere else. At night, I escaped to Lily and the world of endless possibility. One evening, as dawn drew near, Lily asked me why I always left before sunrise. I explained about my life in the present, my relationship with Sophia, and my struggle to believe in myself. Lily reached for my hand and said something I never forgot. "You don't have to choose the safer road. Your dreams are bravest when they scare you." Her words stayed with me as I stared at the city from my hotel window the next morning. Could I continue pretending by day, while truly living only after midnight? Was it fair to Sophia, or to myself? Chapter 5: Lost and Found. As the days passed, my connection to Sophia grew weaker. We argued over small things, but the real fight was bigger than both of us. I no longer fit in the life we'd built together. One night, after Sophia accused me of being distant, I left the hotel room with no plan but to walk until I felt lighter. It was after midnight when the carriage appeared. I knew I needed answers. In the magical city, I found Lily painting in the gardens near the river. She handed me a letter, the dedication to her latest work. On the back she'd written, "To Jack, who dared to dream beside me." In that moment, I realized I had to choose not between two women, but between two versions of myself. One who was afraid, and one who believed in his dreams. Chapter 6: Love Out of Time. The next morning, I ended my engagement with Sophia. It was painful but also freeing. With nothing left to hold me, I threw myself into my writing and into discovering Paris in both the light and shadow. My midnight journeys didn't stop, but something changed. I stayed longer, feeling the beauty of the past and present mixing together. One night, after a celebration in the rain, I told Lily how much she meant to me. She smiled and brushed my cheek with a gentle hand. Love doesn't belong to one time or place, she said. It lives wherever you find it. With her, I learned not just to write stories, but to live one. I sent my finished novel to a publisher back home, and for the first time, I felt like I belonged, both in the world I left and the world I'd found. Chapter 7, A New Dawn. When the first copy of my book arrived in Paris, I stood by the river where I'd first met Lily, listening to the city whisper in the soft pink light. I knew Lily's world was magical, but it was my courage to follow my heart that made my story real. I understood that the hardest part of chasing a dream is letting yourself believe it's possible. I now walked Paris by day and painted stories of it by night, hand in hand with Lily, building a life that was ours to shape. If you want to find magic, don't wait for midnight. Sometimes all you have to do is say yes to the adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, activate the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment sharing your favorite moment, and share this magical story with your friends. If you enjoyed this magical romance, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, give the video a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to send this story to someone who loves a little midnight magic.